Roy Cropper finds himself deeply unsettled in upcoming Coronation Street episodes after his niece, Nina Lucas, reveals a startling truth. The revelation comes after a chaotic party hosted at number 7. Among the guests is Brody Michaelis, who confides in Dylan that he's carrying a bottle of LSD and plans to make money by selling it. Dylan becomes anxious, fearing the consequences of Brody's reckless plan. Once Aadi notices the drugs, he immediately throws Brody out of the house. But in Brody's absence, Aadi, Summer, and Nina decide to experiment with the remaining substances. While Nina and Summer go ahead with it, Aadi becomes sidetracked, and by the time he returns, someone else has consumed his portion. Soon after, Summer and Nina begin to feel the powerful effects of the hallucinogen. Disoriented and unsteady, they wander through the night and eventually end up at the cafe. With Roy away, Nina unlocks the door and leads them inside the dark, empty space. Suddenly, the wailing of police sirens cuts through the silence, sending them into a panic as they clutch each other, consumed by fear. Something clearly went terribly wrong, but by the next morning, the girls are left with only fragmented memories of the night before. A blur of unsettling moments they can't quite grasp, though they're certain it was serious. Desperate for answers, they retrace their footsteps in hopes of reconstructing the night's events. Elsewhere, another individual is suffering badly after unknowingly consuming the portion of drugs intended for Aadi. Word soon reaches Kit that illegal substances were present at the party, prompting him to confront Aadi with pointed questions. What exactly happened, which drugs were involved, and who brought them in? The question remains, will Aadi stay silent and protect those involved, or will the truth start to unravel? At this point, both Summer and Nina are gripped by anxiety as fragments of the night begin to fall into place. They come to the chilling realization that they witnessed something truly disturbing at the party. Fearing the consequences, the pair convince themselves it's far too late to come clean. Their safest option, they believe, is to stay silent and pray no one starts asking questions. But Nina's guilt begins to weigh heavily, and the burden becomes too much to bear. When Roy returns, she finally breaks down and confesses, admitting she took drugs at the party and that everything spiraled out of control from that moment on. Deeply worried, Roy urges her to do the right thing, go to the police and tell them everything. Will Nina follow Roy's advice, and if she does, how severe will the fallout be for both her and Summer? And perhaps the biggest mystery of all, what exactly happened that night? Coronation Street fans floored as they work out where they've seen Carl Webster star before. Coronation Street fans were left surprised after realizing why Carl Webster looked so familiar. Actor Jonathan Howard has been on their screens before in several notable roles. Jonathan made his Corrie debut earlier this month, stepping into the role of Carl, the estranged brother of Kevin and Debbie Webster. His arrival in Weatherfield comes as Kevin faces a difficult battle with testicular cancer. Carl's first appearance made an impression thanks to a cheeky flirtation in Freshco's car park with Abby Webster, completely unaware she was actually his sister-in-law. Abby brushed off Carl's advances, but was left stunned soon after when she discovered that the charming stranger was none other than her husband's younger brother, recently returned from living in Germany. Since Carl's arrival in Coronation Street, Abby has made a conscious effort to keep her distance, but the chemistry between them is hard to ignore. Despite Abby being married to his brother Kevin, Carl appears undeterred and has continued to pursue her, according to Leicestershire Live. Tensions escalated last month when Carl attempted to kiss Abby during a charged moment. She swiftly pulled away, firmly reminding him that a relationship between them was impossible. Away from the cobbles, actor Jonathan Howard has had an impressive career in film and television, with appearances in World War Z and Downton Abbey, but it's his role in a major Marvel blockbuster that's really caught fans' attention. In 2013, Jonathan appeared in Thor: The Dark World, portraying Ian Boothby, a supporting character who shared scenes with big-name stars such as Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Idris Elba, and Christopher Eccleston. The superhero sequel was a huge commercial success, grossing over £500 million worldwide. Viewers were stunned to make the connection, with one fan posting on a Coronation Street Facebook group, "Wait a minute, is that Carl Webster from Thor: The Dark World?" Another chimed in, "I knew I'd seen him before." A third fan wrote, "Wow, he looks so different now." Off-screen, Jonathan leads a glamorous life with partner Elodie Young, a fellow actor known for her roles in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix, and most recently as Thony De La Rosa in The Cleaning Lady. The couple live in the U.S. and are proud parents to their daughter, born in 2018. ITV Coronation Street star flooded with support as he says, "Huge thank you to fans." Coulson Smith has been flooded with messages of encouragement after offering fans a behind-the-scenes look at his first day in a brand new role, just weeks after waving goodbye to Coronation Street. The former soap star, known for his long-running role as Craig Tinker, recently stepped away from the ITV series. Viewers were left devastated in May when Craig was brutally attacked by villain Mick Michaelis in a harrowing storyline. Now taking a break from acting, Coulson is turning the page and embracing a new opportunity, this time behind the mic, as part of the presenting team at BBC Radio Leeds. He first shared the news last month, prompting plenty of excitement from fans eager to hear him on the airwaves. Over the weekend, the 26-year-old gave followers a glimpse into his latest venture, posting a cheerful photo from inside the radio studio. Beaming and flashing a double thumbs up, Coulson wrote in the caption, "Day one on the mic, first day as a presenter on BBC Radio, covering across Yorkshire. A massive thank you to everyone who tuned in. Same time, same place next week. Can't wait to have you back." Coulson Smith wrote enthusiastically after wrapping his debut BBC Radio Leeds show. According to Leicestershire Live, fans were quick to flood the comments section with messages of support and praise for his new venture. One listener shared, "Really enjoyed the show and the music selection. Great job. I've already downloaded it." Another added, "You were brilliant, so natural on air. Someone give this man his own show." Another fan commented, "Absolutely loved it, Coulson. You nailed it." While one more chimed in with, "Fantastic start to your radio journey. I caught the first half live and will finish the rest on my commute tomorrow." Even Coronation Street co-star Ellie Leach joined in, proudly writing, "Proud of you." Coulson, who first appeared on Coronation Street back in 2011 as a teenager, quickly became a fan favorite. His portrayal of Craig Tinker spanned 14 years, solidifying his place as one of the show's most cherished characters. Speaking about his exit on Good Morning Britain, Coulson reflected, "Leaving was an emotional experience. I will always miss the place. It was like a home to me, and those people became my family. They helped shape who I am." He added, "It's a huge change after spending 14 years doing something to suddenly not be doing it anymore. But I'm excited to embrace new opportunities and have some fun. It feels like an exciting new chapter is beginning." Coulson isn't the only well-known face to be leaving the soap this year. Fans have recently bid farewell to Sue Cleaver and Helen Worth, while reports indicate that Daniel Brocklebank will also depart after 11 years on the cobbles. Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.